All right, I think we're live. Let's see, this is my second time trying to Facebook live stream, and I'm gonna get set up. We're gonna do a presentation today, guys, on how for e-commerce. So let me get this set up. I'm trying something a little bit different today because I'm gonna use the whiteboard over here, that one, and do a presentation with it. I know like the chat on here is usually about a minute delayed, and I'm trying to use this little directional mic right now. I have it plugged in, and before we get started, can you let me know if you guys can hear me? I want to make sure the audio is going through because I have this little guy plugged into the microphone jack, and it's the first time I'm trying it with live. So I think there's about a minute delay, again, with the comments down there. So if you let me know if you could hear me, then I'll go ahead and get started. And again, we're going to talk about Facebook ads. Let me show you this. I made this little outline for myself for what I'm going to talk to you about today. Basically how we drive traffic to our e-commerce stores, and it's something that I talk a lot about in Dropship Lifestyle. Oh, what's up, Larry? Audio is good. Good to hear from you. Yeah, I'm gonna basically how we drive traffic to our e-commerce stores, some different approaches to doing it, and kind of going like a little bit different approach to what I actually teach in Dropship Lifestyle, because that's what we're doing now. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you the setup before I do this. So I have a tripod. Where is it? It's so weird holding the camera backwards. I have a tripod in the office, and I put a selfie stick on top of it so I can plug the phone into that. So let me do that. Give me 1 minute here. I'll get all set up for you guys. And you know what I would ask that you do too. This isn't going to be long, by the way. It's not going to be like one of my webinars, but probably go for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. So if you have any questions as I'm saying this, just go ahead and post them. The screen's obviously small on the phone, but I'll try to answer as many as I can. So you set this up. And cool, I think we're good. All right, so here's the deal, guys. We're gonna talk about Facebook ads and e-commerce funnels. And if anyone's wondering like why I chose this topic to do the first live call for, it's because finally, after like, I don't even know, 5 years of advertising on Facebook, I got an email earlier this week from a Facebook ad account manager, and literally this year I've spent, I don't even know so far, like hundreds of thousands of dollars on Facebook, and it finally led to someone reaching out and saying they can actually give us support. So it's good, and that's one of the reasons, again, I wanted to talk to you about this today, so I can share what we're doing and kind of like where we're at and what we're planning on doing moving forward, because my Facebook rep is actually coming to the office later today, to my office out here in Vietnam, to kind of sit down with us and walk through our funnels, hopefully give us tips, and of course answer our questions. So if you have questions as well, let me know, because I'll pass them along to our new account manager over there. But okay, first off, the approach to e-commerce and the way that we do it with our dropshipping stores. I showed you that little image before. I'll draw it up here. But let's talk about like a typical buying funnel, right? Like a typical retail buying funnel and how it works. Draw it like that. This one might be getting a little weak. I know it's a very bad looking funnel, but you get the idea. Let me switch to this marker. I'll draw an outline on this thing. Okay, so at the top of the funnel, this is something I've talked a little bit about in my webinars before, but at the top you have the first level, which is awareness, right? So picture at the top is when someone's aware of a specific product, and at the very bottom, this is a sale, okay? So this is buy. This is when someone takes out their credit cards and buys an item. So let's go with our typical example of the stand-up paddleboard, right? Up here, they're aware of it, they know what it is, they've maybe saw one on TV, or they saw a friend that got one, so they're aware that there's a product out there called a stand-up paddleboard. Now, the next step of the buying funnel would be interest, okay? So at this stage, they're interested. They already saw it, they're aware of the product, now they're interested, now they're like, okay, this thing's kind of cool. The next step is research. So at this step, they're actually going online, they're Googling things like stand-up paddleboards, maybe they're on YouTube watching videos, maybe they're looking like, all the other social media sites and just learning more and more about it. After that is when we typically start trying to attract these people to come to our websites. And that is really what I call the shopping stage of the funnel. Because at this point, the person knows that they want to buy this product, right? So I'll call this just like a typical product intent funnel. So step 1, they're aware of a product. Step 2, they're interested. Step 3, they're researching that product online, or that niche, I should say, that product type. The next step is the shopping, when they're actually looking at different brands, different suppliers, different manufacturers, and then finally they buy. Now, as you know, if you're part of Dropship Lifestyle, if you've been through all my training, this is like our sweet spots right here, right? This is the only thing we care about because we sell more expensive items. We're not trying to get people in up here. We're not trying to educate them. We're not trying to tell them why they should buy a stand-up paddleboard. We're trying to find them when they're already shopping for them and when they're ready to buy them. And as you know, as someone in Dropship Lifestyle, let's mark her out. We get them here with PLAs, which are product listing ads. Now you're probably wondering, like, what does this have to do with Facebook? You haven't mentioned Facebook ads once. That's true, but I just wanted to show you why we do things a certain way and like the psychology behind it. So again, we use PLAs to get people at the bottom of the funnel. This is for our dropshipping stores that sell expensive items. There's no need for us to try to buy traffic and to write a million blog posts and try to educate people. We want the buyers. So traditionally, with our e-commerce stores, specifically our dropshipping stores, the only way that we use Facebook ads, the only way we spend any money with them is after someone already comes to our site. And if you're in the Dropship Lifestyle, again, you're already familiar with this, but we do it with retargeting. And in case anyone's wondering, like, the tools we use and how we do it, we use Perfect Audience, so perfectaudience.com, really good. And we use what's called DPAs. Let me write that down. So the two main ad types for an e-commerce funnel, for a dropship funnel, we have up here our PLAs, and this, by far, I've talked about it so many times, but the highest converting source of traffic being right on Google. The person comes to our site, they're searching for specific keywords, they're in shopping or buying mode. If they don't buy, that's when we start showing them ads on Facebook, and we do that with DPAs. It stands for Dynamic Product Ads. Now here's why that's so important. Facebook has everyone in the world, right? Like, everyone that's online has a Facebook account. It's so easy to target anyone. But the problem is, if we were selling something like a stand-up paddleboard and we wanted to just advertise that on Facebook, maybe you would think, like, okay, let me choose my targeting groups as people that live near lakes or near beaches. Let me choose people that are interested in, water sports. Maybe they're already interested in stand-up paddleboard pages. But the problem there is that they have no buying intent, right? It's very broad. There are people that may be interested, but the chances they actually aren't that good. So we don't use Facebook ads to try to bring in cold leads. All of the people that, basically are cold leads, we want them going to other sites. Then we want them to find us via Google, product listing ads, when they're ready to shop and actually make a buying decision. And if they leave our site, then very simple, using perfectaudience.com, we retarget them with DPA's dynamic product ads. Now, the difference between dynamic product ads and traditional retargeting is super important, and it's why that, this is what literally the only thing we do for dropshipping. Let's say you sold 5 different product types, right? Product 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Traditionally, with retargeting, someone comes to your website and they leave, and then you show them a retargeting ad that says, like, hey, you left Anton's marker store, come back. And that's it. And then they click it and they go to the homepage. Then, that's great, you got them back on your site, but maybe they don't even remember what they were looking at. Maybe they don't remember what Anton's marker store is. So even though it can be effective and be profitable, if you start getting to the level of products, it's much, much more simple. And again, Perfect Audience integrates with Shopify, which of course is the e-commerce platform we use. Very simple to do. You set it up so that when someone comes to your site and they land on a specific product page, right? So they go to Anton's red marker. Then they leave, they don't buy, they're on Facebook. They don't just see an ad for Anton's marker store, they see, hey, you forgot to check out for the red marker. It's a photo of the red marker, it has whatever copy I put in there, whatever text, whatever call to action, and that's what works, okay? So for everyone that's listening to this right now, that's doing dropshipping, that's following the system that we use, this is kind of all you need to know, because the other techniques that I'm gonna talk to you now a little bit about work for some dropship stores, but not all, and they work for other types of e-commerce stores as well, right? So this is kind of like the universal model that will always work, that'll give you the best chances of success, and honestly, if you're doing PLAs right, there's no reason why these won't be super profitable. Pretty simple. There's really no reason, if you do it this way and this way, that you won't be profitable here. I can't even think of why that wouldn't work. So let me erase this. Hopefully you got this. I'll leave it there for a second, and I'll come and read the comments if you guys want to write anything down. But let me scroll through here. Cool. Very cool. Everyone can still hear me. Good. Let me erase this, then I'm going to talk about the next type of funnel that we use in our online businesses with Facebook ads. And remember guys, any questions, go ahead and ask, because I'm happy to try to help you out, and again, I have the Facebook rep coming in later. And by the way, like if anyone is watching this and you're in Dropship Lifestyle, we do have trainings on all this in Module 6, which is about traffic. And we also have some blog posts that talk about this, blog.dropshiplifestyle.com. And we might have a YouTube video as well, and that's just youtube.com/dropshiplifestyle. So we've been making a big effort this past few months to be much more active on social media. So, on our Facebook page, videos like this, on YouTube, yeah, you could pretty much find more content from us, and definitely on the blog too. Okay, the next funnel I'm going to talk about with Facebook ads, like where most of my business's money gets spent. And this is kind of not directly related to physical products, but it's going to help you when I show the third funnel. So I just showed you number 1, right? Our traditional dropship Facebook funnel. Now I'm going to show you our info product funnel, and then I'm going to show you how that actually relates to the third type, which is for lower ticket e-commerce products. But I see some questions in, which is cool. Let's see. Rachel says, is the guy in the background okay? He hasn't moved. Corey's moving. He's typing. He's good. Daniel says, do you list any products for sale on Pinterest? No, we don't actually list the products for sale. We do run Pinterest ads. In some niches it works well, and some it doesn't. But yeah, Corey's good. Thanks for the concern, Rachel. What do we have? The info product funnel. Okay, so the reason, remember I talked about before with like products, like at the interest level, it doesn't make sense to bring someone in because we're selling the products for high ticket, right? They're $200, they're $1,000. We're not going to attract a huge wide audience and then say, hey, send us $1,000 right away. It's not going to happen. With information products, the way that we use Facebook ads super effectively is by buying leads. And like I just mentioned before, this can work with certain e-commerce niches as well. I don't teach it in Dropship Lifestyle because it's not relevant to 90% of the stores, but let me show you how this works. The first step of the funnel is what's called a lead generator. And now your lead generator is something you run an ad on Facebook to. And this is to a cold audience, by the way. This isn't retargeting. This is someone that doesn't know who you are yet, has never heard of you. So with the lead generator, the goal is to actually get someone to come to your website and give you their information. So you're trying to get their name and their email. So let me write that. Goal is a name and an email. And typically, among the different niches we're in that we're running lead generator traffic to, the cost per lead for the name of the email is about $3. And yes, it varies, but we're paying about $3 per lead. Now, if you're wondering why we don't run these for our traditional e-commerce stores, it's just because, again, if we have a lead for someone that's interested in stand-up paddleboarding and all we sell is $1,000 stand-up paddleboards, they're not really qualified, right? The best targeting we can get is someone that might be interested in that. Now, let me tell you which types, for information products, this works for pretty much anything. And the reason is because, again, of the price that the products sell for. So let me just show you the next step in the traditional funnel, and then again, I'll show you how this relates to e-commerce. But after the lead generator, we have what's called a liquidator. Let me write that down. So you get the lead gen, right? They enter their information, then they get sent to what's called a liquidator. Now this is a product that you sell, it can be physical, it can be digital, that you really don't make money on, right? The goal here is not actually to turn a profit. The goal here is to get enough money back in return so that the lead was basically paid for. So if you spent $3 for a lead, you would want enough people to buy your liquidator where your traffic is basically paid for and you're getting leads for free. So this is kind of like the first part of what I call the break-even funnel. So again, the goal here is to collect leads, break even on your liquidator product. I'll give you some examples. For physical products, one product that's absolutely crushing it right now is a flashlight. So they get the leads, then on the liquidator page they sell them a flashlight for, I think it's like $27, right? And they market it as this product that's worth $300, but now it's on sale, it's only $27. If you buy it now, they do all the urgency, they put the countdown timer there, and they get a lot of people to buy it. They're selling tons of these things, right? And again, the goal, buy the leads, build your email list, sell the liquidator product, and it could be, again, digital or physical. And if you're wondering why do that just to break even, it's because the funnel doesn't end here, right? This is the break even part. The next step is where money is actually made, where you actually can turn a profit and build a real business. And this is where the core offer comes into play. Core offer. Now, there's all different types, right? I'll keep going with this this $27 flashlight offer. Their core offer is a membership site for people that are into prepping. So like, like the Doomsday Prepper shows, I don't know if anyone's seen that. The core offer for the flashlight offer is a monthly membership site that sells for $38 a month. So you bring people in for about $3 a lead, done on Facebook, all of your lead generators. Then you sell them a liquidator for something around $27. Hopefully the conversion rate is high enough to where you're at least breaking even on ad spend. Then you try to sell them your core offer, which in this case is a membership site that is $38 a month. Now, there's some other ways that you can do this with Facebook for e-commerce. I have a friend who sells different types of oils, like essential oils that you use for, I don't even know, honestly. I haven't looked at the site that much, but all different reasons. He sells essential oils. And he runs Facebook ads to his lead generator, which are reports about how these things can benefit you. And again, on Facebook, it's super easy to target the people that would be interested in that type of thing. So he runs the ads to them, he collects the leads, then his liquidator product is basically like samples of these oils. So like a small sample pack, right? Something, I don't know the exact price, but I would assume it's like under $50. So again, the reason that it can work for his business and it doesn't work for most of our dropshipping stores is because we're selling those expensive items. But if you're watching this right now and you have an e-commerce store and you're in a business that sells products that are on that lower end, even as introductory offers, this is where they go. It's kind of an extra part of the equation. So these products for our stores on the dropship model, we usually still sell them, but we have them as add-ons and as upsells and on ways to kind of maximize our profit. With this model, with this type of Facebook funnel, you're using them to get your ad spend back. What's good about it is it usually comes back within 2 to 3 days. These are limited time offers, so people opt in. You're making them an offer for a couple days only, and the goal is to have your money back in your account within a couple days, and then you focus on selling your core offer. For the essential oil site that my friend has, he gets their information, sells them that sample pack, then they get put into an email chain that's giving them tons of content, tons of value, and throughout that email chain, literally for months and months and months, it's offering them different products. So his core offer is not a continuity one, but it's an email sequence that's literally going through his whole catalog, selling his products, so pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And again, if you're watching this right now, I'm curious, is anyone watching this that has a type of e-commerce store that would work well for this model? Like, do you have any products that maybe are around this price range? I think really for liquidators, the way that I define a product that's a liquidator is anything that's under $100, so like $97 or less. Curious if anyone has any products like that that's watching, because it's actually a pretty solid model. It works really well. One thing I'll say is it does work better if you're actually private labeling the products and importing them rather than drop shipping, because the goal is to with Facebook, with our lead generators, I'll tell you, we spend thousands of dollars a day getting people in here and get thousands and thousands and thousands of emails every week on our list, but we're also selling lots of liquidators. So to process all of these orders, if they were being drop shipped, probably wouldn't be that profitable, and honestly, it would be a lot of work. So to do this, you would want to have a high margin on this product. It should either be a digital product where delivery is literally instant, they buy it, they get it delivered, or it should be something that you have in a fulfillment center somewhere where your margin is strong enough to kind of validate how much time and effort you'll be putting into fulfilling orders. And if you're wondering, with these liquidators, even if you have a traditional e-commerce store, there's definitely niches out there where you can build digital products that can serve as a liquidator. So I'll give you a good example. The gun niche, there's a lot of people that sell gun safes online. Oh, you got a notice for my battery here. Let me click that. All right, cool. There's a lot of people that sell like gun safes and all different types of gun products. And let's say you had one of those, right? You could definitely build a lead generator for Facebook that would be something like a report on, I don't even know, I'm not a gun person, but like a report on new guns or how to clean your gun or something like that, right? And people come to it, they opt in, they get that. Then your liquidator could be a digital product that you create. If you're in this niche and it's something that you do, maybe you make a couple videos that show how to like deconstruct or how to clean a gun or how to keep your gun safe, right? And then from there, you're basically building your email list for free. This is your breaking even here. Remember, this is the break-even funnel. And then you have that email list to sell your core offer to, where you'd be selling your gun safes and your other dropship products that you can then profit on. So that's that's kind of like, you can see how it's interchangeable between digital and physical products. And really that's something that we've been focusing a lot on this past year, even less this past few months. And I know you guys have probably heard me say this before, but I'm in Vietnam now. I'm actually at my office in Vietnam, and I'm going back to the States in like a month, I think. I haven't booked the tickets yet, probably a month. And the reason is we're trying to scale all of our e-commerce stores really, really, really big in 2016. And I believe one way to do it, super efficiently and utilize Facebook is to have more lead generators and more liquidators for Facebook ads that you can run traffic to. So that's why I'm going back. I'm going to go back, I'm going to move to Austin, going to Texas. I'm going to start bringing in products in this price range that I can promote on Facebook. And then from there, I can push people into my core offers, which are my dropship products. So it's kind of just like a different front end. The business model here, where you have your core offers, that doesn't change. But the front end, I'm just experimenting with new traffic. Because as I showed you before, let me pull it up. As I showed you before on this thing, we have our funnel now, and like, I'm not complaining because PLAs are great and it brings in most of our traffic and it converts, but I would like to, why not? We always experiment. That's what makes the business grow. I'd like to add a new front-end lead gen type system, and that's what I'm going to spend a lot of time doing over these next, I would say 6 to 12 months, building out lead generators and liquidators on Facebook for our dropship stores for front-end offers. So I'm going back now into the chat over here. Someone said help and send their email address. I don't know how I could help. All right, cool. Yeah, Larry, you're right. This could work good for FBA products. So even if you have them stored in FBA or like a traditional fulfillment center, what I'm planning on doing is actually bringing products directly in to like a small, I'm not getting a real warehouse, like a flex space, 2,000 square feet. I'm going to bring in products that would serve well as liquidators for my dropship stores. And then we're going to fulfill it in-house from the office for the first month or so, and then once I can confirm that everything's working and that this business model makes sense to scale, that's when I'm going to start ordering more and more and more and sending it to a fulfillment center to take care of the order fulfillment for me. Jeremy, cool. What's up, man? Isaac is on. We got all the guys from the retreat popping on. I love it. Very cool. I don't know if you guys saw, I sent out an email about the retreat this year in 2016, and it looks like it's going to be Hawaii. Pretty cool. I was talking to Michael Coughlin about it. He's from Hawaii, and he had a lot to say. He sent me like this whole list of things we could do, places we could stay. So it might not be the Thailand retreat this year. It might be the Hawaii retreat. Let's see. Kevin said, could you use your liquidator as a way to keep people on your site when they're leaving using SumoMe or something similar? Kevin, you know what we do? So it depends on the type of store you have. What we do on our stores is use an app called Privy. It's spelled like this. I think it's spelled like that. I think it's Privy. There might not be an I, but it's like SumoMe. It's an exit intent overlay. So when people are on our stores, they're on a product page and they go to leave, we have this thing come up and it kind of like, it covers the screen. You can kind of see through it a little bit. It's like transparent. And then there's a text in the middle with a place to enter your email. And we try to get people's email address by saying like, wait, don't leave us. If you enter your email address, we'll send you a discount code. So we tried that. But I don't see why not. Like if you had a really good lead generator offer, let's say you were running Facebook ads to a lead generator, which would be a downloadable, free report, free video, something like that, then you can even use this as your exit intent thing. So when someone's leaving, you can have like a Privy pop up, and then you can say like, wait, before you leave, download our free report on whatever is relevant to your niche, right? And get their email address there, and then from there put them in the funnel. I personally wouldn't recommend doing it that way because when we use this, again, the people that come to our stores are very, very targeted. When we get traffic, we know why the traffic is on the site. They're looking for a specific type of product. They're looking for the exact product, usually, that they landed on, right? So when they leave, that's why we're so specific with saying like, wait, before you leave, enter your email and give us a chance to earn your business. We'll send you a discount code. And then we actually reach out to those people to try to close the sale. If it was more of a site that got like a lot of SEO traffic or a lot of cold traffic from Facebook, then you don't really know what they want to buy yet because, again, they don't know what they want to buy either. And then when they were leaving, that's when you would try to, maybe get them with like a more generic lead generator. But if you follow the dropship lifestyle model and you have that super, super targeted traffic, I would recommend doing what we do, which is just offering them the chance to get a discount and talk to you. All right, cool. Bureau says, do you use Shopify? Yeah, we do. Only Shopify. All right, guys, that's kind of, I'm looking over the notes. I wanted to cover the, I'll talk about one more thing because this is something that interests me, not something that we do, but I'll show you one more type of funnel. So the first one I showed you was the funnel that we use for all of our dropshipping stores for our core offers. This is kind of like the break-even funnel with a liquidator and then how you use it with your core offer. I'll show you one more thing that's pretty interesting that a lot of my friends actually do. I don't run this one, but I have a good understanding of why people do it and how it works. Why not? I'll cover one more. I'm going to call this one the secret funnel. This is what you would use if you sell a product. If you sell a product that Facebook doesn't like, if you go online, like whatever your niche is, I think most people should be good. But if you go online and you Google like list of like prohibited niches for Facebook, sometimes you hear like, oh, accounts get banned all the time. I've never had an issue. Their support sucks, which is why I'm so happy I got this account rep. But I've never had an issue with like a ban or anything. But if you're in a niche that you think might be high risk to Facebook, I have some friends that are in niches like that. They run funnels like this. Let's say you sell, I'll just think of like a few simple ones. Like if it's like something that has to do with weight loss, and you want to show before and after pictures of people, you can't do that. If you want to sell any type of supplement, which and literally like they don't allow supplements, but like whatever, something that can make you smarter, stronger, faster, whatever it is. Or let's say you sold like, I don't even know. Let's say you sold. I got a notification here. Let me close this. Let's say you sold samurai swords. I'll add that to the list. Not sure if that one's banned, but I don't think Facebook would want you selling swords. But let's say you're in a niche like this, right? You want to use Facebook ads and you're like, all right, well, I'm gonna get my account banned if I run ads. What do I do? A lot of my friends that sell stuff that would, I guess, fall into this category, and I'll add adults too, why not? The adult things that Facebook will block. What you do then is basically use that same funnel that I just showed you, but your lead generators are more generic, right? So in this case, if you were running a funnel, and again, when I'm going over this, like I'm not sure if this even applies to anyone on here, but I think it's interesting. Like I try to research as much as I can when it comes to all types of paid traffic. So I'll show you this just in case you ever get into one of these niches or you're curious how to do it if you're in there. But basically you create lead generators that would apply to the people that, in this case would be interested in weight loss, in this case supplements, in this samurai swords, in this case adults. Because the people that are into these things are still on Facebook. You just can't say, hey, here's my samurai sword, buy this. And you can't say, hey, here's my my pill that's gonna make you smarter, buy this. But what you can do is create lead generators, let's say like for the supplement one, if it was something to make you smarter, it could be a free report, like, so a report on, I don't know, how to increase your let's call it, reading speed and retention overnight, right? Something like that. So let's say you wanted to sell that supplement that does that. That's what your ad would say. It wouldn't be going straight to your product page. It wouldn't even be going to your e-commerce store. It would be going to a free report that you made that would show people the benefits of the product. And then through their email address, once you have that, then you can start actually talking about the products that you sell to try to get that sale. So it's a way that a lot of people get around Facebook's terms and conditions, because it's totally fine to promote stuff like this. It's not okay to have the actual products for sale. So not breaking any rules, but a little thing you can do if you get yourself into one of these situations. Let's see. Spencer says, did we confirm it is just running product ads on FB is effective? No, Spencer, that's effective if you're doing the straight dropship model, like products that are $200 or more, right? Then just run DPAs through Perfect Audience. But for everyone that's looking to get into these more advanced funnels where you're using things like lead generators and liquidators, then yes, Facebook ads are very effective. But again, I said that's not going to apply to everyone. So for your traditional dropship store, yeah, don't try to do all this unless you have the products that work as lead generators and as liquidators. That's the only way to make it work. Let's see, Spencer says, do you put a lot of content on your store? No, barely any. And yeah. All right, guys, I guess that's going to do it. I just wanted to go over a few things. I see it's been like 30 minutes already, which is crazy. Hope everyone on here got some value. Hope you guys learned some stuff. This was fun. I'll probably do it again, kind of just trying to check the engagement here, but hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't know, I'll keep it on my newsfeed if you want to watch it again, take any notes or anything. And if anyone is running Facebook ads right now, let me know on the comment, you know, what's going on with yours. I'll get Larry's question here too before I stop this. Larry says, should the lead generator for the secret funnel lead to an info page that mentions the product? Yeah, Larry, you know, it's kind of like, I see people do it both ways. If you put it on a blog, then, I mean, it depends. Like if Facebook clicks through and actually looks through the site, maybe they'll say something, maybe they'll close the ad. I personally would not even mention the product on that page. Like a lot of people do direct response where they send people to pages that tell stories, then have links to like, I use this product, this product, this product. I wouldn't do that with Facebook. That's something you could do with other traffic networks. With this, I would send them straight to content, but then definitely have an opt-in. So whenever, like if it was this report that they went to, then you know, like you just don't mention it anywhere on that page that you have a product that would help. Just mention like they're gonna learn how it's done, and then via email, you know, that's when you can start actually talking about your product and how to sell it. So, all right, cool guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.